Why he won't stand up like a man and admit this, I don't know.
Man.
So you saw a lot of beautiful things. He comes back and he says, you want access to the roof. What else am I to do? We've called him. He's never called us back.
Holy. Does he have a name?
Oh, that's so sad what he says here.
When I jumped down on him.
The autopsy. You're going to find out what they found. Clinton Jaws. The truth has come out. What you're going to hear, some of it's going to blow your mind, I think. I couldn't believe it. I was surprised. I learned a lot. Shawn Ryan interviews the head of security, Brian Harpole. I hope I pronounce his name right. Head of security for Charlie Kirk. Was standing beside him when the incident went down. It's Saturday. This aired last night. I'm surprised that nobody has picked up on it. But then I realized, well, they don't pick up on the truth. Let's smoke some cigarettes, sit back, and watch a bit of this. Oh, please like this video. It's the only thing I care about. And really, I shouldn't call him a security guard because he's a seasoned cop, retired police officer that now does this for a living.
Jesus, I just want to thank you for having Brian here today. And we have just a couple of goals today with this interview, and that we ask that you be here with us in this interview. And we just want to bring some answers to unanswered questions here today.
Israel.
And to say that we're Mossad or attached to any type of foreign entity, it's one of those, it's crap on its best day. You can go back and look at his speeches, and Charlie was an absolute supporter of Israel.
Why wasn't there a sniper on the roof?
We have concerns with rooftops.
Oh, listen to this.
We got a location that we're not keen with.
This is unbelievable.
We know what our responsibility is. We know what our statutory authority is. We know that we can't go up and set up our guys in sniper observer positions. It's not going to be allowed. And so we have some correspondence with the chief of the school. Why he won't stand up like a man and admit this, I don't know. But he's watching a bunch of men lose their careers. And he's okay with it. Mm. On Monday before, this correspondence went to Chief Long. Hello, Chief Long. We received this message today from the student group. There is a student roof access pretty close to where CK will be set up at the Utah Valley. The Sorensen Center has a couple of staircases that go up to walkways on the roofs. And so he comes back and he says, you want access to the roof. And came back and said, I was told students have access above us. If this is true, it would be nice to either have it controlled access or allow one of my guys to be there as well if possible. He comes back and his last correspondence was, I got you covered. What else am I to do? When a command level person from an accredited police department says, I've got this area.
Jeez. Have you been in who was that?
That was the chief of police for the UVU police department. We've called him. He's never called us back.
Holy sh... Does he have a name?
Chief Long.
So literally all they had to do is post anybody at that stairwell.
Stairwell, roof.
Or put a drone up. Or
let us.
Let you do your job.
Mm-hmm. Or let us. You've seen some of the idiocy out there. Palm gun, exploding microphone, hand signals. It's like, it doesn't even have to be true, and it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. And so you're just using that First Amendment as a sword and not a shield.
When the shot was taken, what did you see? What did you hear?
I heard the gunfire, and then I don't know if you've heard this, but I heard that bullet slap him. And so,
I didn't know
so
that.
you hear two sounds actually. And so I
an
jumped
exit.
down
What are
on
we talking
top
about?
of Charlie to cover him because where we're at, it's concealment at best. And so I initially dove down on top of him.
Which is first
and-
aid, by
and
the way.
just was on him almost face to face. And then when I was doing that, I went down, I could see the wound. And so I immediately shoved my hand into the wound to stop the bleeding,
First aid.
just trying to find the pressure. And it
Right
was
away.
coming out still. And I'm on top of him, like close. And it was still coming out enough that I guess it squirted through my fingers and I could taste it on my lips.
What do you mean there was no blood?
And so I was like, man, this is a bad wound, right? And so I was just pushing that, and I don't know at that time. I know when you look at the clock, I was on him within 5 seconds and had my hands in him.
Let me tell you something. That's first aid. All this bull about nobody gave him first aid.
Charlie's instructions are actually insane. Number one, leave me with no help or first aid.
They gave him
That is
help
true.
and
He was
first
not
aid.
administered any first aid. I have the close-up videos of that.
Yes,
Very
he was.
strange to me because that's what they're supposed to
He
be
was given
experts
first
in.
aid.
No gauze taken out, nothing, not even securing the wound as they carried him to the hospital. And I do not accept, by the way, that it was because things were crazy. He literally pays you millions of dollars of years to know what to do, security team.
Not true.
Because I carry it right here. And that's why you carry it on you.
His first aid kit was on him.
You got to have it there. So, but then I remember pulling back away and thinking, damn, this is bad. Like it's coming out. And then so we're doing pressure control there, and it's a carotid artery, so you can't put a tourniquet on it, obviously. And in my head, I'm like, pack, pressure, pray, man. These are what you can do for that wound. But then, so I'm on top, and so we got up. I think it was like 15, 16 seconds from the time the shot happened to the time we were picking him up and headed.
15 to 16 seconds.
That's what it was, yeah. And so,
Which is also first aid, getting him to the car.
and this is horrible, but
That is fast to get an initial assessment, plug a hole, pick them up, move them.
yeah. And so it's just like, dang. And it's some horrible realities of it too, that like I told the guys this, and I haven't.
Oh, that's so sad what he says here.
When I jumped down on him, he had doll's eyes. And so I was like, man, these are wounds incompatible with life.
You know. You want to take a break? Let's take a break. You want a minute?
Good.
How do you get through that? You don't. Ever. They get Charlie in the car. And they're going to the hospital. On the way to the hospital, they touch speeds up to 100 miles an hour.
Packing, pressure, repack. It gets saturated. You don't take it out. You just keep packing on top of it. I end up putting about 36 feet of dressing in him.
There's
And
the
then
gauze.
4 4x4s, and then 2 hemostatic 4x4s.
Sheesh.
And then just pressuring the whole time. So you're adding just pressure as much as you can get. Pressure, adding pressure.
They get to the hospital. To all the people that say there was no blood, listen to this.
The thing that really stood out to me, and I just kept asking him to replay it over and over and over again, is that there's no blood from the back. I'm very confused, not by what I saw, but what I didn't see. Okay?
Covered in Charlie's blood.
Yeah, I had it all over my face. Rick and I had it all over our arms.
How can that be?
From about here down was just covered. And yeah, and it was, yeah, I feel bad for the
Nurses.
hospital staff because we showed up looking like that, and they didn't know we were coming.
Right here's the big moment. Watch and learn.
You know, there's been a lot of rumors going around about there was no autopsy.
What'd they find when they did the autopsy? Raycon. These earbuds are amazing. My son just tried them on, and he's begging me to buy him a pair for Christmas. Guys, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, you can save up to 30% off all Raycon products. I take them wherever I go because they sound great. They last all day, up to 32 hours of battery life. I can count on them when I'm fishing in the backyard. Are you serious? Oh, come on. Lost another. Or when I'm forced to walk with the dog. Take the dog for a walk, she says. They come in a bunch of new colors. I like black because I'm a guy. And no, that's not me. They have a quick charge. 10 minutes gives you 90 minutes of playtime. Over 3 million customers already love Raycons, and they come with a 30-day happiness guarantee. Raycon's going big for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Everything up to 30% off. Just click the link in the description or go to buyraycon.com/jaws to save on Raycon audio products site-wide. And when you order, it supports my channel. I just bought a protective case for these Raycons because it looks awesome. And you could get that at their website.
None of that. Was there an autopsy?
There was, and I can speak to that. Personally, I can speak to that. I was standing next to the chief of staff, and the vice president called. And the vice president asked him, "What do you need?" And then he looked at me and said, "What do we need?" And I said, "We need an autopsy now." So for these people that are saying there wasn't one done, go away. It was done.
Well, they're not going to get clicks.
The OR doc released statements regarding, and there has been statements regarding the bullet and the travel. Oh, there should have been a blowout, and it's like there wasn't an exit wound. There wasn't one.
What? What? Are you sure? Because everybody was telling me that's an exit wound.
There wasn't an exit wound.
But that was not an entry wound that we saw. We saw an exit wound. So where'd that bullet come from? You don't bleed like, and I've shot guys closer than the camera was. And an entry wound doesn't look like that. An exit wound does. Why did his shirt move the way it did? When I've shot people, their shirts.
So many things. The bullet came from the other direction, came from behind. His microphone blew up. There's 2 shooters.
Why did his shirt move the way it did?
Because it did.
When I shot people, their shirts didn't move like that.
That's an exit wound from the front. That's my opinion based on the folks that I'm watching who are experts in these kind of forensics. And so the question is, how do you get that kind of a wound?
I'm with Tom 100%. They're claiming, this is the FBI and everybody, that it was the 30-06. It was not a 30-06. Somebody from Turning Point grabbed it, was all sneaky with it, put it in a hat and give it to another guy that ran off. And we're supposed to just take their word that this guy handed it off after he looked at it and gave it to the FBI.
Do you think that the entry wound looked like an exit wound?
No, it was an entry wound.
Why do you say that?
So one, there wasn't an exit wound because I remember rolling his head over and cleaning it so I could see if there was an exit wound. And then I was having to open the wound up some to get more and pack it. If you've ever done an exit wound, it's not that hard. It's a lot bigger. Mm-hmm. And so you can feel it when you know, the rule of kind of thumb on that one is you don't want to make it bigger.
What are they going to say about this now?
You got to keep packing it in there. And
something.
So, yeah, I've heard and seen them all. Like, there was a guy that said, you know, that the mic blew up and it was a bomb.
How much money have they made off exploding microphone? Remember the exploding microphone conspiracy?
The final theory for today, and I think this is maybe the most compelling theory, is that Charlie Kirk was wearing one of those microphones. You have a magnet clip on the outside and the microphone's underneath. So it looks, it's also a very, very compelling argument that it was his microphone pack underneath his shirt that blew up. So now he's kind of implying that this guy is clicking a detonator. That's
very likely, isn't it?
Yeah.
But how would he know to time it with the rifle shot? Because the rifle was shot.
Right.
You got to coordinate that.
Well, remember those guys giving those third baseman hand signals?
Yes.
Wasn't that okay? Do it. That could be. I'm just saying that could be.
And that's actually the first time I watched that. I watched that to put this in this video. I knew it was so stupid. I didn't even click on it.
That the microphone may have had some type of explosive projectile inside of it.
So it wrapped around the neck and created a hole.
That's the thing that I just couldn't wrap my head around.
I'm not going to
either,
spend time on this.
If that was an explosion, where was the flash? You have oxygen exchange to create the explosion. Where was the flash? Where
Pretty
was
obvious.
the char?
It was charless. Oh, yeah, I remember this. What did that person hand you?
There was a lot of chatter on the internet that you took, I believe it was a female that handed you something.
Handed me something?
On camera. I believe it was you.
That's Chrissy. Those are mints.
That's she works there?
She works there.
Those are mints.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I put them in my pocket. She walks around and hands, so she hands out, she's an
Bullets.
angel. She takes care of us.
Guy who videoed himself took the SD card out, and they didn't even give the evidence to police.
Take all the SD cards just in case, secure the footage, and never reveal it to anyone but the feds, who have always been so
But the feds.
trustworthy. And
Take it for the feds. It's called an investigation. It's called an exhibit. And they have it. Of course they're going to take it and give it to the feds. Oh, boy.
I couldn't tell you. He's the one that, if you see him, he's the one that's running the cameras.
Okay.
Yeah. He's the audio-visual team guy that's running the cameras. He's also the one that they said that he was hiding footage or whatever, that he turned over all that footage to the FBI.
Obviously, it's an exhibit.
So,
That footage is in the hands of the FBI.
correct.
Wasn't deleted, wasn't erased.
He actually works for the company called VI. So the bullet came in and hit the vertebra. So it came in and then tore up everything in the wound cavity, hit the vertebra, crushed it, shattered it, turned, crushed the second one, turned, kept going down all the way. I think they said C6.
Holy
Yeah, it's like, why not put that info out? Why not put it out? And then
Why wouldn't they put that out?
And if do me a favor, don't make me do it. It's not my job. And so then it got to here, and you're exactly right. And then hit, I think, 6, and then fragged.
but I am going to ask you not to lie. And as a hunter, if you are not lying, and this is truly what you believe, you trust the investigation, I'm going to need you to make a video saying that you believe that Charlie was shot by a 30-06 in the neck. And that somehow, through the miracle of God, Charlie's neck stopped a 30-06. Not only stopped a 30-06, but was pretty much in good shape, not even destroyed. His neck was not even
Do you think it was straight
destroyed
on?
by a 30-06. That kind of a miracle, Don. I mean, look me in the eye and say, Candace, I really do think that Charlie, our friend, stopped a 30-06 with his neck, which stayed intact.
When it goes to court and they say, we located the bullet inside of Charlie. This is what type of bullet is. She's not going to believe it. It was planted.
Yeah. It's like I'm sitting back here when people are saying we bombed him or there's a wound. I'm like, hey, if somebody would, from an official capacity, would just release that. And I don't see how that could jeopardize a fair trial for a guy.
There you go. They got fragments of the bullet. After the shooting, did the suspect take the gun apart? I showed you this in an earlier video.
Took the shot, then disassembled it, left the screwdriver on the roof, then jumped off the roof, put it back in his backpack, which it wouldn't fit, and then went to the woods and put it back together, even though he left the screwdriver on the roof.
Maybe I'm stupid because when I look at the video, I see a gun. I see an object large enough to be a gun, okay? Wrapped in a towel. Nope, he took it apart. You can't take it apart.
Aren't they saying that he took the rifle apart with a flathead screwdriver? And then it was reassembled when they found it, correct?
I don't think that it ever was disassembled.
Guys, you gotta watch the whole thing on Shawn Ryan's podcast. I wonder what they're gonna say about it. I wonder how I don't even know what you call them anymore. The other side? Maybe there's 3 sides? How are they gonna rip this guy apart? We will watch and see. Bye-bye.